Hi everyone, welcome. Before we start to talk on mobile first money management, we're actually doing a raffle. If you haven't already, the bottom of your flyers, just fill out your information and put it in the table in the back, and we'll draw the winner at the end of the talk. Now, without further ado, please help me welcome Kinnera Mahankali.
Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us here today. Hope you all had a great lunch and ready to hear all about mobile-first money management by Samsung Pay. My name is Kinnera Mahankali. I'm a product manager in the Samsung Pay US team. I've been with Samsung Pay for over 4 years now, and it's been a great, exciting journey so far. Before we dive into what I mean by mobile-first money management, I'd like to take a step back and recap a bit about Samsung Pay. As most of you know, Samsung Pay is a global digital wallet. It's available on most Samsung Galaxy devices. It's pre-installed. It comes with your phone, right? What this means is in the US, there are 70 million plus eligible devices out there which have Samsung Pay already pre-installed. Each year, we add 30 million new devices to this list of growing devices. The stat I'm personally most proud of on this chart is a 4.7-star Google Play rating that we have, because I know that everyone here at Samsung Pay works really hard to build a product that our customers love, and that rating really reflects that. When we first launched Samsung Pay, we had a goal. And the goal was to enable our users to pay anywhere. What this means is that our users should be able to load any card into Samsung Pay and also pay using their phone on any POS terminal, not just the new NFC-based ones. We solved these problems in many different ways. We added MST technology through the acquisition of LoopPay, which meant that users could pay on any POS, even the old ones, in the back alley stores or the new NFC POS terminals. We had to make sure that the wallet was secure so people could trust us with their credit cards to save. And also we had good bank coverage. That's really important because a lot of people have cards from credit unions or smaller banks. We want to make sure all those cards could be added in Samsung Pay. Today, Samsung Pay covers over 1,000 banks and credit unions. Once we achieved that goal, we had a new goal for ourselves. This was to make sure that Samsung Pay was the most rewarding way to shop for our customers. And over time, we executed on this goal through a series of different features. I've listed some of them over here. Cashback is one of my favorite features in Samsung Pay. What this means through this feature is that our users could just go about their daily shopping. You go to Macy's.com, you go to the Macy's app, you buy whatever it is that you buy. You could earn up to 20% cash back if you click there from the Samsung Pay app. A lot of users take benefit of this feature, and this cash back is sent directly back into your Samsung Pay wallet so you could spend, again, using Samsung Pay. We have a lot of deals and discounts that are packed into the app. If you're out shopping in a mall on a Sunday, Samsung Pay will remind you of nearby deals that you could take advantage of, maybe 10% off at the nearby pizza store or any of the other stores in the mall. We also frequently have discounted gift cards that you could buy and use at any store for shopping. I think over time, the most beloved feature that our users really like is the Samsung Rewards. Samsung Rewards is a platform that is built into the Samsung Pay wallet. You don't have to do anything, you just opt in. Once you opt in, every transaction that you make using your Samsung Pay wallet earns you points. So if you transact more, you could earn more points. If you transact less, you earn points according to whatever you transact. And these points could actually be redeemed against a new Samsung phone on Samsung.com. So this feature lets us reward our loyal users and and help them convert their engagement with Samsung Pay into actual discounts against their next smartphone. Now that we've met that goal, we're in 2019 and looking for the next challenge for Samsung Pay. In this regard, I'd like to call your attention to two charts here. The one on top is talking about US mobile usage. The one at the bottom is a survey we conducted of the Samsung Pay users. So if you look at the chart on top, the chart describes number of users who use only their mobile phone to connect to the internet. They don't have a secondary laptop or desktop computer. They are mobile-only users, people who use just their phone. This number is projected to grow to up to 52 million users in 2021. This is a number that's reflected for US users, and this trend is actually more pronounced internationally. In a lot of countries like India, where a lot of people first use their mobile devices to connect to the internet, continue to keep doing so. Now, if you look at the second chart on the slide, this summarizes the results from a survey we conducted among various Samsung Pay users. Early this year, we went out, spoke to our users, collected all of their responses. There was a common theme among all of them. One of the key issues is the first one right here. Over 36% of users have trouble monitoring their budgets in real time. A couple of other points to note here is setting specific financial goals and staying on top of them is also a key pain point that a lot of people identified, over 33%. And another interesting pain point that was articulated was many users have trouble keeping track of all their accounts in one place. And this truly resonates with me, at least. So I have the same experience every year. I start off the year with setting the same resolution. I want to monitor my budgets and make sure I don't spend too much, right? This is a resolution I have every year. And then it's slowly March, I lose steam, I stop doing this. And there's a reason why we all have this problem. That's because it's not that easy to stay on top of your money. You may have many different accounts at different places. There's no easy way to maintain them all from a central location. You have to really parse a lot of financial data to understand what your spending patterns are. And it's not that easy. You have to actually dedicate a percentage of your time to do this, right? So I think Samsung Pay is very well positioned to help our users solve this particular problem. Samsung Pay is preloaded. It's already available. And with some setup, if users are able to connect all their accounts in one central place, we could serve up the right information to them and help them stay on top of their finances. This is our new frontier, a new goal for us in 2020. As we saw just now, we started with trying to conquer the core payment space. We wanted to make sure people could pay anywhere. Our second goal was to make sure that we added value-added services in the e-commerce space when people were shopping online. We gave them cash back. We gave them rewards. We made Samsung Pay a rewarding way to pay. Our new frontier now is money management. Our new goal is to make Samsung Pay our customers' financial command center, a central place where they could come, see what's going on with their finances, and make the right decisions. I'd like to expand this goal into a few key principles that we have set in place while we execute on this new goal for ourselves. So what you're seeing here is our first principle, which is we'd like to help our users stay on top of their spending. This is a very core principle for us. What this means is that if you have various different accounts, your direct deposit goes to your Bank of America, you have a joint account with your husband at Wells, and maybe there's a third checking account you have with Chase. We want you to be able to connect all of them to a central place in Samsung Pay with easy setup and see across accounts what's going on. So when I make my next New Year's resolution, I'd set up all my accounts and have one view. I can also, another key goal for us is to help our users set their specific goals. So for me, I know I eat out a lot. So I'd set a budget for restaurants for every month. And Samsung Pay would show me intuitive charting and a very easy to review format so I could digest this information and make sure that I'm meeting my goals. A second key principle is to make sure that in addition to showing you well-visualized information, we also give you actionable insights. Life gets busy. We all know that. So on a very busy Thursday afternoon, if you have to know if you're staying on top of your budget, you shouldn't have to go parse through a lot of charts. It would be great if you could just get bite-sized information that's presented to you in the right time to know if you should go out for dinner or if you just stay home and make dinner at home. So if you see here, like the second example, I know I eat a lot out at restaurants. So if I've spent $50 more already, maybe it's better for me to slow down, eat at home, rather than go to the restaurant today, right? So making sure our users get the right insight at the right point of time is a very important goal for us. And it's a second key principle in this new direction that we would like to go. Third key principle that we have set for ourselves is to make sure that Samsung Pay is your destination of choice when you choose your next financial account. We're not a bank. We're not really interested in having you sign up for one account versus the other. But what we are really is your digital wallet. We want to be your partner to make sure that you find the right account for you. So again, using me as example, I eat out a lot every day, right? So maybe finding a credit card that rewards me for my restaurant purchases is probably a good decision for me, right? So it would be great if Samsung Pay could be my partner here and give me these recommendations, making it easy for me to sign up and make Samsung Pay the single touch point for all my accounts. This is a third key principle for us. We've already started to take steps in this direction in 2019. I'd like to highlight two steps that are already out there as features in the market. One is the Samsung Pay Cash Card. So Samsung Pay Cash Card is a very cool little card that comes in your Samsung Pay wallet. It's easy to sign up and easy to load money. You could use a bank account, a credit card, or a debit card to load money into the Samsung Pay Cash Card. This card is accepted anywhere Samsung Pay is, and you could request and send money from other folks. A cool use case for this and how I use this card is to set my budgets. So if I'm going on a trip, maybe in November, or I have to do all my Thanksgiving shopping, I only want to spend $2,000. I load $2,000 on this card, use it to shop everywhere, and I stay within my budget, right? A second cool feature we launched early this year is the international money transfer. Samsung Pay is the first native wallet to support this feature, and through this, Samsung Pay customers could send money to 40 different countries. You could set up this money transfer in a way that the money goes directly into the recipient's bank account, or you could even pick a physical location where the money can be picked up. So this is a couple of examples of things we're doing already in this direction, which is to help our users do more with their money, help our users use Samsung Pay in ways other than just using it to load their cards and make payments. We truly want to be at the center of users' financial lives, and we do that by adding more and more features like this. So that's all I had for today, but there's a reason why we're here today talking to you guys, our partners in the audience, and our developer friends. If you have ideas and avenues for collaboration, please come talk to us. Email my colleague Inkyo or myself, and we are all ears. We'd love to hear your great ideas. Thank you. So if you guys have already signed up for the raffle, I think we will now two lucky people from this audience will get Galaxy Watches. So while we get the raffle, if you guys have any questions, feel free. There's mics around, and people can bring a mic to you. Sure. Yeah, that's a great question. I'm not an expert on blockchain, but what I will say is that the blockchain wallet and Samsung Pay have knocks in common. So security is obviously very important to us. It's not something that I can speak to today. Happy to answer any questions about money management, but it is something that is very exciting. I would say it makes sense, yeah, like you said. Sure.
Can you hold on one second? I'm coming with the mic for your question.
You said Samsung Pay support 40 countries. How does it work? If I want to send Korean won to another country, then how do you, send my money to in other currency?
Sure. We partnered with a money transfer company, TravelX. I think you've seen them at airports. You can exchange your currency, right? So within the Samsung Pay wallet, you can sign up for the feature and set up a funding source and find a recipient. Either you key in the recipient's bank account information, or you find a location that's near the recipient, and you can just send money through to them. And TravelX is our partner who kind of makes sure the money goes to the right destination in the right currency.
Money transaction happens promptly. I don't need to wait a day or two.
That's a good question. I think there is some delay. I'm not sure if it's instantaneous, because a lot of times it depends on the destination bank's clearing speed. So in the US, an ACH transfer takes a couple of days to clear, right? So it would depend on things like that. Sure.
Just one second, I'll come to you. Just raise your hand, hold it up.
How is the foreign transaction fee calculated?
How is a foreign transaction fee calculated? I think it's a fixed flat fee based on your funding source. All right, maybe we should do the raffle now. So, Eugenia.
The raffle, everyone. Woo! No one's excited to win a watch? I'll take it if you don't want it.
All right, we're gonna draw the 2 winners, and we'll contact you with the email that you provided and ship it to you. Do you want to do the first one?
I'll do one, and then you do one. Yeah, I have him. I have Rodrigo Montaya. I hope I said that right.
Stand up.
Woo. Congrats.
Congrats. And the second winner is Rita Cito. Congrats.
Congrats.
And again, we'll email you with the contact you've provided and ship you the watch. Thank you.
Great. Thanks, everyone, for joining us today.